turbines provide revenue, anger Ohio neighbors. Dan GEARINO Columbus Dispatch, PAYNE, Ohio. From the ground, the narrow aluminum ladder might as well extend to infinity. Actual height 290 feet. A videographer straps on a protective harness, hard hat and safety glasses, joined by 2 employees of the farm's operator, EDP Renewables. They are about to climb inside one of 55 wind turbines at Timber Road 2 wind farm in Paulding County. The first steps are easy, even with 10 pounds of cameras and other gear. Just resist the urge to look up or down. The first thing that really hits you is the size in general, the gravity of just how much machinery goes into putting these things together, said Jeremy Chenoweth, an EDP operations manager who made the climb. Wind farms are a big and growing business in Ohio. They're a part of the state's clean energy economy that has gone from near zero to more than $1 billion worth of spending in the past 10 years, with the potential to grow fourfold if every announced project is built. But some neighbors view the turbines as an affront, spoiling the landscape with noise, the flicker of shadows from turbine blades and blinking red lights. The state's wind farms are all in northwestern Ohio, but regulators have approved others just outside of the Columbus metro area, with projects planned for Crawford, Champaign, Hardin, and Logan counties. Inside the wind tower, the climb takes about an hour, and the final regular steps are a strain. Muscles ache. Clothes are soaked with sweat. But there is a reward. At the very top is a school bus-sized room that holds the generator and control equipment. On the ceiling is a clear plastic hatch that one of the EDP guys pops open. Then, blue sky. Fort Wayne is visible 22 miles to the west. And, if you stop to focus, you see the tiny rectangles of houses on farms and along rural roadways. One of those houses belongs to Brenda DeLong, 61, who feels like an essential part of her life. The outdoors around her home has been taken away from her. It's just very annoying, very unpleasant, she said, interviewed on her front porch. She lives on a lot that has been in her family for generations and was once part of her parents' farm. Now, she has a view of Blue Creek Wind Farm, the state's largest, along with parts of the Timber Road farms. Near dusk on a Thursday, she begins to count the turbines. After a walk around the house, she is finished with 114, 115, 116. She is a retired 4th grade teacher and now spends most of her time volunteering for 4-H, the Red Cross in her church. From her porch, she hears a near-constant sound, like a plane flying overhead, from the turbines. On some mornings and evenings, when the sun is behind the turbines, she sees a flicker of shadows on the walls of her house. Avangrid, the Oregon company that owns Blue Creek, says it has solid community support and also works to respond to concerns of residents who do not like the turbines. This is a project that has roughly 250 participating landowners, and that reflects a lot of effort to talk to a lot of people in the community, at kitchen tables, and in living rooms, and in public meetings, said Paul Kopelman, an Avangrid spokesman. A few miles north and east of DeLong's house is Wayne Trace High School. Here, wind energy is a godsend, providing 11% of local tax revenue in the K-12 budget. We just don't have a lot of people seeking out the district for large industry, said Ben Winans, the district's superintendent. The wind industry is one thing we can have. His district received $706,923 in taxes from wind turbines in the 2016-17 budget year. The wind money has allowed the district to increase staffing without raising taxes. Money also flows into the community through lease payments from turbine developers to people who allow turbines to be built on their property. The payments vary, but are often in the range of $10,000 per turbine per year. Another type of contract is a neighbor agreement, which is for people who are near wind farms but have no turbines on their land. In signing such a contract, residents are saying they will not object to the project in exchange for annual payments that are often in the $1,000 range. For DeLong and her friends, Senator Cliff Height, R. Finley, has become the face of the pro-wind crowd. She notes that there is no wind farm near his home. If he lived near them, it would be different, she said. Height said, "I would put one in my backyard if I could. People will disagree about whether that would be a pleasant view." Meanwhile, the opposite view, from the top of the turbine, is breathtaking.